It is all about prevention. Mike joining us from the Rockford Fire Department. And we're talking about burn risks right now, and you don't necessarily have to have a large fire for something to happen.
Sometimes you don't need a fire at all.
Okay.
It turns out one of the major causes of burns is scalding.
Okay.
So when we're bathing our children in particular, we want to make sure that we're testing the water first.
What's a good way to test it? I've heard the wrist and things like.
Go all the way up to your elbow.
Okay.
You're looking for about 100 degrees. There are, you can use thermometers, things like that. But if it doesn't burn you, it's not going to burn your child either.
Okay.
Another big thing is cooking. Just like it's a big problem for fires, it's a big problem for burns. Hot liquids, stuff boiling on the stovetop, things you're pulling out of the microwave. All these things can burn just like fire.
Do you deal with it a lot? We typically hear about fires, but do you deal with, with people with boiling water, a lot of burns from?
Absolutely. And one of the big concerns that we have, particularly again with the younger children, is just they like to reach up and grab things. When you have a handle of a pot, make sure it's over the counter, not over a place where the kid can see it, reach up and grab it, because then what we have sometimes, they'll spill on themselves. The other thing we recommend is you keep a 3-foot clearance, a kid-free zone, if you will, from anything you're cooking, because sometimes it's just contact. Pans, things like that. If you have an oven stick, oven mitt or something like that, even grown-ups, we get burned too.
Oh yeah.
I certainly am no exception to that. You want to make sure you're protecting yourself in whatever way possible.
And you hear a lot of times, I guess, when would be the point where you would need to call you or go into the ER? I mean, how bad of a burn?
Well, it again, it depends on a few factors. One of the things you want to do is if you do have a burn, instead of putting ice on it or something like that, run under cold water for 3 to 5 minutes. Ice can actually make the injury worse. If the thing starts to bubble up or whatever, or you see a deeper burn, absolutely call 911, go to the ER, whatever. Make sure you get it checked out. The problem is, burn sites are very painful. They can have pretty serious implications, but then the other thing is the risk of infection is very high. So you want to make sure that if there is some sort of exposure, something deeper, you want to make sure that you're getting medical attention.
And let's say too that you're cooking, maybe you burn yourself. What are you looking for in the days after?
You want to make sure that that things are scabbing over properly, things like that. If it's not healing, again, make sure you get it checked out. ER right when it happens, 911 if it's a severe burn, any kind of thing. Anything involving the respiratory area, around the mouth, the nose, things like that. That's what we're worried about, because what we don't want to happen is for your airways to close up, and that can happen once the swelling begins. So we want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on them. If things aren't healing the way they should, see your regular practitioner as well. And
you hear a lot of times when people are burned, they'll say, I didn't realize how bad it was. There's a reason for that. You have the layers of skin and...
Of course, you can have those first-degree burns, just the redness. Your second degree when it starts to really bubble up, and then the third, and then the full thickness burns when it actually gets down to through all the tissue. One of the things that happens is there's damage to the nerves, and sometimes it'll hurt incredibly, and then it won't hurt at all. That's actually a big point of concern if you get to that.
It's a bad thing if it doesn't hurt.
Absolutely. So again, stay on top of it. The best way to avoid burns, prevention, and keep things as safe as possible.
Yes, well, we appreciate you being here again. Sometimes it's just hearing those things, even with the water, getting your hand in there just to make sure your kids are safe.